everyone, go to your happy place. I want you to imagine that you're playing roller skate hockey out in the...
in 1994.
Right? And then all of a sudden, you're like real hungry, but you don't want to stop playing. And then all of a sudden, you smell the sweet smell as your mom walks out with pizza bagels. And you all say... Pizza!
Pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza.
Bringing you the best of the worst of the internet, where everything wrong, that everything is right. I forget how it goes. Hey, man, I'm Brian Brushwood. This is Just Robert Young, and we are live where?
At Snowbird, Utah for Nerdtacular.
Holy crap, Justin. It's been, you've had a bit of a day, if I'm not mistaken.
Been a lot of me here at Nerdtacular. Somebody woke up today and said, I would like the opportunity to see Justin Robert Young 8 times on stage. Then they will go to sleep very happy.
And so, well, it started last night, too. We had Smoke Monster. Missoula brought out a bunch of fine cigars.
Indeed, yeah.
And Scott Johnson honored us by bringing us some very expensive, also cigars.
Indeed, yeah.
And we smoked them and talked and said thank you a lot.
There was a lot of, it was really just like us apologizing after poor sex. It was just, we're really so,
No, but you're great. You're really
great. And
this means so much to me. You have no idea.
You're so good.
It was like, when we broke up with our old network, it was really weird, and you guys were there.
So sorry.
Then we broke down.
This never happens.
And so then you got up and you did the morning stream.
Yeah.
You did, what was the second one?
I did 2 panels. We did the Frog Pants All-Stars quiz thing, which we're going to get to in a second.
We'll talk about that, yeah. Belmont in the audience go, ugh.
We will expound on that greatly, believe you me. And then I did a little surprise singing, a little Taylor Swift with the Andrew Allen Trio, and now we're here.
Yeah, because you had all this free time, you decided to come out and do Night at Whoa, that was an accident. Look, man, let's talk about let's open things up. Well, what's going on with you?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I guess we just talked about you. Hey, yeah. I moved to L.A.
Hey!
That is an appropriately tepid response for moving to Los Angeles. I decided.
So all right, so you've been there for a couple days now.
Two days.
What are your impressions?
I feel like I want to load up the animated version of your L.A. rants, screaming about L.A. Man, L.A. is a weird ass city because number one, it's.
I think that was the disembodied voice of Los Angeles.
Apologizing.
Just apologize. I'm sorry.
First of all, I don't know. Okay, I'm looking at L.A.
We were the setting of Chinatown.
I'm looking at L.A. and it's small as a postage stamp, but everything takes an hour to get to. And then I'm like, well, how long does it take to get on a bike? And it says an hour. And so I'm like, well, why don't I buy a bike? And so I bought a bike, and it's the same. Why are you driving? Why are any of you driving? Because it's slow. And bikes are just as slow.
You're really okay. Hold on, you're coming. You are red faced with anger over this bike thing.
Well, it's not the anger that's making me red faced, but yes.
You're very passionate though. So I mean, do you feel like people in LA don't appreciate the possibility that bikes would give them?
Well, keep in mind, I've only been there for 48 hours, right?
And you're already making sweeping judgments on bikes.
So see, look, you're not from LA. You don't understand what it's like. Okay, all right, so we move into this place, and then, get this. And so, on paper, it's like this place looks freaking great, and the one thing I hammer on is it's got to have internet. The guy upgrades to the highest tier of cable internet. I'm like, great. And I walk in, and I'm like, man, it's a little warm in here, and filthy. But he's like, oh, we're cleaning it. I'm like, well, great. Well, in the meantime, where's the thermostat? And they're like, oh, no, we're right on the coast.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a thing they do.
All right, fuck you.
Yeah.
I know. No, that should not be a thing.
I know, yeah. What the fuck is this, the Revolutionary War? Like, we fucking invented air conditioning for a reason.
All right, does anybody not have air conditioning? What is wrong with you people? How do you exist? I mean, what can it cost to cool it 2 freaking degrees? I don't. Okay, so anyway, there's no AC. So
yeah. So you're sweating nuts.
Well, and it's not that bad. Well, yeah, I am. I bought 2 box fans from Amazon that I'm going to place on either side of my bed at night. Yeah.
Now, you're living there by yourself, or you're living there with Jason?
Separately. My friend Jason Murphy decided he needed to take a vacation too.
Sure.
So the 2 of us are batching it for a little while.
Yeah. So you guys are the inhabitants of the house.
Well, yeah. It's like a wacky
Here's
comedy.
what I'm trying to get to.
Oh, shit.
Is that if you have ever spent any time in the company of the Brushwood house, Brian has a thing about wandering around in his underwear.
Oh. Okay,
it's a thing you like to do.
Yeah, no, that's true. I sleep in like boxer briefs and a t-shirt, and when I wake up, I walk out and sorry to everyone who's staying at the house, but I'm fixing that. I actually bought gym shorts so I could wander around and wear.
Wait, in L.A.?
No, I bought them and brought them to L.A.
Because I would imagine that if you're sweating nuts in this non-air conditioned house, this is like your excuse to just wander around in nothing but boxer briefs.
Exactly. So now it's like I'm going to put on more freaking clothing. And because it's like I look stupid in thigh highs like I'm playing for the Celtics in '86, I got those like knee-high things. So it's like I'm walking around in the bottom half of a kimono or some shit.
I would just imagine
I put on pants to walk outside.
The idea of putting on pants is like this cruel mask have to like make the world comfortable.
You know what's funny is I didn't think I had that nudity instinct like my dad. Like I understand my dad runs around naked all the time, but
have we talked about this on the show?
We talked in an album, but I think we cut that part out. My dad likes to walk around naked.
Yeah, that's just his thing.
That's where the grumble thong came from. Remember?
Oh yeah, the grumble thong.
Yeah, we talked, and you asked why don't I admit that my dad has a prehensile dick at some point? You remember that?
Sure.
All right. So anyway, all right. No freaking air conditioning, but I buy a bike, and it's like 40 minutes by car to get where we want to go, and it's an hour to ride. So I ride. It's like 10 miles, and it's like I say, yeah, I rode 10 miles from Marina Del Rey. I might as well told them I just ran a triathlon on the way over, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
by the way, it's not unimpressive. Riding 10 miles. Who's ridden 10 miles on a bike in this room? Raise your hand.
Oh snap! Look at that, my people.
That's still half the room. Half the rest of the room is like, holy shit, 10 miles?
See, this is why this is our audience. Half of them identify with me, half of them identify with you.
I did it once.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
So, all right.
No, everybody's saying once, by the way. Everyone's saying at some point they did one.
Yeah, like April Ness says, eat
April's
shit.
drunk.
It's
April's just a feisty Boston lass looking for a fight.
Okay, look, all right, one quick thing before we finish on L.A., because...
So you should be proud of that. That's a good thing.
All right, fine, yes. I got to tell you about a man who threw a baby. But before I do...
Sure.
All right, which you want to hear about? The time a guy threw a baby at me and I fell to my knees screaming, or the time that I walked down the streets of L.A. and saw human shit on a paper plate.
Again, let's also remember he's been in L.A. for 2 days.
That's how small a sample size you need for this stuff.
Let's start with the miracle of birth and this howling baby.
All right, so the guy who runs the King of Random YouTube channel did a collection of like 10 crazy party hacks, and he asked me to contribute some for Scam School so he could do a big collaboration thing and maybe link back or whatever. It turns out he lives in Salt Lake City, Utah, and so I landed yesterday and said, hey man, I'm getting in early and the hotel won't be open. Maybe I'll stop by. We'll have lunch. We have lunch, and he's like, you should meet the family. And so I go over to meet the family, and the last, here's my oldest and my middle and my kid, and everyone's beautiful, and the house is wonderful. And then he takes the youngest, who is, I believe, 8 months old. So picture an 8-month-old, no teeth, but a giant grin, just adorable as all hell. And this guy, first of all, he's amazing. I asked him how he got started, and he's like, well, I was a commercial airline pilot. I was like, what'd you learn? Was it military? Did you go to school? He's like, no, I bought a plane and then taught myself how to fly it. And I was like, wait, what? Yeah, no. He says, well, I saved up money and I bought a plane, and then I interviewed like 100 pilots and asked them how they got there, what they would do, what they would not do, and basically he read all the books, he hired a private trainer, and then he studied for a month or so, and then challenged the university courses that he needed for the book stuff, and then boom, 2 years of school out of the way. And then he flew with this one guy, because he was paying one tutor, he flew enough in 3 days to qualify to fly solo, and then just flew the shit out of his plane for like 2 more months, and then qualified for a commercial pilot's license, went to a puddle jumper, and now flies for Delta. But then he decides he wants to get into making YouTube videos. So he figures out how to do shit like
I feel like he should be the one on stage. Like, this dude has lived an amazing and possibly completely fabricated life.
All right, but here's the part that's not fabricated. Is obviously he only opened his channel like 2 years ago, and he's got all these amazing tutorials. He does stuff like make his own liquid nitrogen. And I'm like, well, how the hell do you do that? He's like, well, you just need some helium, and you need to set this up, and you need to super cool distill using the evaporating helium, and then that, the world, we're filled with nitrogen all around us. And basically, he describes a process of like a bathtub gin still, except that it squeezes out liquid nitrogen. And then there's lots of tricks you could do. And so anyway, all of this stuff, I'm just blown away.
Yeah.
Meet his eight-month-old baby, and he's like, oh, come here, take his kiss. He's just adorable.
And then you find out it's a robot.
No.
And it's like, well, I just had to take some human flesh and then wrap it around a clock face.
And so then he takes the baby, and I guess babies do a thing where when you push up on the balls of their feet, their knees lock automatically, right?
This is like that Russian gymnast thing, right?
Not like. I turn around, motherfucker's balancing a baby on his hand. This is a thing. He said,
like a baseball bat or a sword. He is just
or
very cavalier.
Yeah. Oh man, and he's just chit chatting away or whatever.
And so he's just like. So anyway, I mean, the weather's pretty good during the summer. There's a big moth thing because it's very mild.
Well, and so I ask him, I'm like, is that a thing? And he's like, oh yeah, the knees lock or whatever. I'm like, well, what happens if the baby? I mean, I'm
uncomfortable with the amount of knowledge this guy think he knows about the world. Because even if 90% of it's correct, the 10% is going to involve him accidentally balancing his baby while flying a plane.
And while this is happening, here's the part. I do believe that a guy can balance a baby. I believe a man can balance a baby. However, what I don't believe is
you will believe a man can balance a baby.
I look over and his wife is just as chill as could be. And so I start to ask him, like, and she's leaning back and just like, yeah, whatever. And so he's balancing the baby. And I'm like, well, how do you get to this? And how's this? And what happens? Like, how does one practice the baby balancing?
Yeah.
And here's the moment. Is he goes, he's like, oh, well, if they start to fall, it's easy enough. And he actually lets the baby kind of lean forward, and he grabs the shirt, and he's like, you just pull him back. And then he says, here, catch. And I'm going to do my best to accurately represent this. Everything goes into slow motion and black and whites.
Okay.
I see the
Because, by the way, if you were to pitch this to Fellini, he'd be like, too fucked up.
The baby is going towards me. I hear myself say the words, and it's obvious that there's kids, there's company over, and at the loudest I've ever screamed as my knees buckle and my arms go out, and I see the shining, brilliantly smiling face of this baby coming at me. I go, oh, goddamn! As I fall down. And apparently part of his hilarious baby balancing shtick is that he has grabbed the feet and like it's a spring snake that's being yanked back.
So this dude is doing yo-yo tricks with his infant?
And
this one I call walking the dog.
So I collapsed. And I swear, in that moment, I've never been more terrified. Like, I'm talking about, like, I may have trickled a little piss because I lost it. Like, I thought to myself, this baby's going to die and it will be my fault.
Yeah.
And I look up and both he and his wife are just laughing, rolling on the ground. And I realized, you know what? He's doing very well with his YouTube channel. But if you wanted to make the big money, YouTubers react to having a baby thrown at them.
Yeah.
I
Tell
feel
you
like
what, Memo the Fine Brothers. That is amazing / horrifying.
Also, I found human shit on a paper plate. LA people, what can you do?
I didn't I thought this was going to be the quick preamble before we got to this shit on a paper plate story.
Oh yeah, well first
but now I feel like that's blown. We can't even follow it.
You know what? We can follow it if we bring up the internet's own Tom Merritt. Tom Merritt, get on up here.
Get it, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot.
Tom Merritt, how are you, sir?
I haven't shit on a paper plate.
By the way,
Would that be an
I
expression
do feel,
of something really awesome or bad?
It depends on what neighborhood.
Dude,
Yeah.
No, wasn't that from when you were a kid? It's like you think you're hot snot on a silver platter, but you're cold boogers on a paper plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think somebody missed the bodily function in LA.
It took a little literal.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. This has been fantastic. Look at this crowd.
This is a great crowd,
Nerdtacular is
yeah.
the best place on earth.
No, and this is a late show. Thanks for staying up. All right. Shit on a plate. Let's go.
No, that's fine. That's really all there was to the story.
Oh, really? Oh, you just
But you. Well, I mean, what does one
he's basically
do?
what
You
he's
pass
basically-
it
Oh
and
no.
it's like-
You know, when you were talking to me about this earlier, you're like, I saw somebody shit on a paper plate.
Oh no. Okay, that's a good. Okay, an apostrophe can be used for a number of things. I intended it as the possessive of somebody's shit on a paper plate.
Like everyone has to be somebody's baby.
Right, but you
know?
thought it was like a verb with like I saw.
Like there was a
somebody's
dude
shit.
going like, like on
Well,
a paper
because
plate.
in San Francisco, you wouldn't see the paper plate, and in Oakland, you would see the person shitting on the
Yes,
paper.
exactly.
So
No, I know. So you told me that, and I'm like, oh no, let's keep that in because for whatever reason I thought.
Well,
it'd be great.
but
Like,
the reason
let's just say
you
into
said-
this public bodily functions portion of our show.
Well, that's what I
paper
have written
clearly
here. I
states.
wrote down bodily functions. You're like, remind me to talk about bodily functions.
Yeah, all right. No, so there was similar to your LA stories, right? You know, you're making all these realizations. When I first moved to New York City, I was working at a place that served papers to Wall Street, and I had to walk down Lower Manhattan to get to Wall Street to give these people their papers. And I see a dude, a homeless guy, who is laughing hysterically, like maniacally, right?
Like
And
you just
he's-
pulled a fast one on James Bond.
Well, so he's a homeless guy, and he's jerking off into a bush,
Laughing.
like, right?
I don't think that's an image I'm ever going to get rid of. Is Justin. Can we see it just one more time for my
Wait,
nightmare?
no, I'll do it again once
Okay.
I add the final twist. And he is tumescent. He is also urinating.
What?
I didn't even know it was possible, ladies and gentlemen, until it was the bright lights, big city. If you can make it there, you'll make it anywhere with. Patreon is what pays our bills, Brian.
Patreon.com/cordkillers is what makes all of this possible.
Yes,
and,
it is.
You know what?
Patreon.com/cordkillers.
God damn it. I just tuned out. Hold on. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Give me just a moment.
All right. While I remind everybody that patreon.com/nightattack is where you need to go. We have 1,500.
This is late because I had to get it on YouTube, but worth it? I don't know. If it'll load, we'll find out. Jesus, come on.
Everyone pretend you're not waiting.
Whatever. It was the belt song. Go ahead.
1,544 patrons to a tune of $2,109 an episode. You guys are the absolute best. Thank
Do
you
we have
so
any? Do we have
much.
any patrons here in the audience?
Where the patrons at? Where the patrons at? Where the patrons at? No, you guys are super awesome. We did a thing last week. We did a unity beer ceremony because we got over 2,100. So
Well, we got to pick. Maybe now's a good time to pick. What do we do if we get over 2,200 or 20? What are we up to now? 21 something?
21. Yeah, we went
All right.
down because it turns out when everybody actually gets billed for this stuff, they're like,
people
by the
drop
way, not this month. But no, yes, but we're still over 2,100, which is amazing.
All right,
and
so what are we going to do if we hit 2,200? Suggestions. Audience, go. Shit on a paper plate.
Seems reasonable.
All right, so we're done.
When in Rome.
So we have another LA story. You moved to
yeah.
LA. Tom, you live in LA.
I've only lived there 540 days, and I've never seen shit on a plate. So I don't feel like I've
Well,
really
then
lived
you
there.
haven't lived.
Yeah, exactly.
So real quick, before we bring up Miss Veronica Belmont to talk about the events of today, I went for a lovely sunset stroll, romantic, down Venice Beach.
Yeah, Muscle Beach.
Well, first of all, I mean, there's nothing weird about it, all right? I got to L.A., left my family behind, rode my bike over to Tom Merritt's place and said, you and I should go to the beach sometime.
I think, well...
How
I
about
think he said,
today?
I'm so sweaty because I don't have air conditioning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I got to take this shirt off.
We met at the beach and walked up to Muscle Beach. We watched some delightful Latinos play handball. We saw... I don't know. There's no way to...
How did you know they were delightful?
Because they were really good at handball.
Were they singing?
Oh, I mean, they were better.
Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole, ole. So you're enchanted by these Hispanic boys?
Yeah, and so we're walking up Venice Beach, and then Tom, in a brief moment of silence, a comfortable silence as we strolled, me with no shirt or shoes on,
Just the sun.
and just the sun, and
your dreams.
And Tom says, "Hey man, I want to tell you something, and I don't want this to be weird."
I didn't.
And,
But it is now.
and I thought to myself, I was like, "Oh man, this is about to get weird. Whatever." I'm like, what's up? What's up?" And then Tom laid some heavy shit on me. He said, "Let me get my paper plate." he said,
I don't have a paper plate. I'm sorry, I can't.
he said, "I don't want to screw up the exact quote, but it started off with you saying like, 'Hey man, when you did the Belmont tapes."
That was some of the most brilliant stuff ever, and I was jealous.
And then here's where it got weird.
Someone
Here's where
was
it got
clapping
weird.
for Tom's jealousy.
All right, but here's
Finally, your robot exterior has been broken. You are human after all, News Muse.
but then here's the part that made me so happy was when he kind of awkwardly was like, "Look, I don't want to inject myself, but like if you ever wanted to do something like that with me, I mean that would be that would be really cool." So I don't know, crowd. Would you like to hear the Merritt sessions? Maybe we can record that.
Are you sure?
Anyway, it was awesome because I thought, to be honest, I was going to get in trouble. Like he was going to say, like, Belmont tapes, you really tarnished Veronica's brand. And that was not cool.
Oh, no.
But instead it was naked jealousy and the desire to join the club, which made me
Because they're
very, very
freaking
happy.
brilliant, are they not? They're the most hilarious thing ever.
Anyway, I was very flattered by that. And speaking of which, we should bring Veronica Belmont up here. Everyone applaud for Veronica Belmont.
Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean down and I'm
Let me see that blood back there.
All right, there we go. You're drinking blood.
Yeah, bro.
The blood of
When the moths are out.
Was that, are you drinking blood or are you drinking blood?
Whichever one of those is less racist. All right, so here's the thing. I guess we should talk about a little bit of an adventure because sitting at this table are two winners and two filthy losers.
For any of you who are listening and do not know what Nerdtacular is, it includes a Battle of the Frog Pants All-Stars. That's when some of the talent that frequents the Frog Pants podcast all gather and compete in a trivia contest. This time there were 4 teams. The 4 of us were all... Oh, no, sorry. Brian and Veronica were on the same team. Me and Tom were on different teams. So how things turn out?
Not so good.
First of all, is Ibbett in the room? Is Brian Ibbett in the room? No? Okay, good.
All right, talk some... Drop it.
All right. Well, first
Shots
of all,
fired.
it should be
Let's
said,
get World Star up
all right,
in this bitch.
let's get the non-difficult part out of the way. You and Scott Johnson went up against Dunaway and Spagnuolo and crew, and
Yep.
and you guys performed admirably. Justin was, I think, clearly the MVP. Would you guys agree on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, no, stop it. Stop it. You guys are embarrassing me. Ole, 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 ole. Ole. All right.
I'm about to pizza you guys. So at any rate, I think you in every way deserved your win, and you guys had a comfortable game, and I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah.
I was less pleased with our game.
Let's talk about the first level of bullshit. Which was that the double clicks counted as one person on their
they
team.
are.
I love them. They're
They're
awesome.
one
By the way, are the
Round of
double clicks in
applause
the
for
room?
Double clicks.
Oh,
But-
shit. All right, Willie Dills.
So we were on this. What?
By the way,
what is
yeah.
happening?
Dill's in the back. We said our the double clicks here, and Dill's like shot both of his hands
he, like,
up.
taking
And they
credit
proceeded
oh
to give,
yes, I'm here.
proceeded to give the Miss America wave to everyone.
I don't mean your weird team name. I mean the actual double clicks.
So.
Okay.
That's fine. So anyway, look. The double clicks got two people.
And by the
to
way, yeah, for
occupy
anybody
one
listening,
spot.
Double Clicks, of course, the band, they've been on this show a bunch of times. There are 4 people that were supposed to be on each team, and for whatever reason, the Double Clicks, because they share a delightfully melodic hive mind, were counted as one teammate.
That's fine.
They were never able to both play at
They
the same
worked it out.
time.
No,
Well,
yes, they
but that
were.
was
Every time
my
you guys had a
first-
discussion one, they
That's
both
true.
got to do a discussion in there. So it
No,
was
we
fine.
actually only discussed with one of them
No,
at a time.
you did
You'll
not.
just right, Dills?
No, you
We always
didn't.
ignored one of
No.
them. We
Wow, this is
No.
actually
Hey,
going to
wait
get
a minute.
ugly. There's going to be some
No.
fisticuffs.
I just realized. Oh wait, that might be spoilery. Like you had to. There was an element to the thing that didn't happen today. Remember, we all had to prepare for an element.
That's
Oh,
for
but that's for the
tomorrow.
finals.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
there's an
yeah,
element
all
that
right,
had to be
that's
prepared for the finals.
So that went out on the email thread that they were going to be on the same team and count as one person, and I was already calling BS on that and got
Yes.
very screamy in an email thread very early on.
For the record, Veronica's rage is well known in this event.
Apparently, I
okay.
didn't. Assault was the winner today.
All right,
yes.
so look, there was lines being bet on or whatever.
But it worked out pretty well.
But as soon as
They
the
did it
thing got
okay.
started, I guess the first thing was the in joke with, I don't even remember the fake names, with Don Cheeto and
Dermic
Mulroney.
right.
Mulroney.
All right, who can tell me the name of the actual actor?
Dermot Mulroney.
Okay, who can name movies he was in?
Dylan McDermott.
No, nobody. Okay, all right. So
Is it
anyway,
Dylan McDermott.
so the first thing was they showed 5 movies and we had to identify that actor.
Well, first of all, both rounds were different. So the first 2 teams that went had I would say, a much easier time of it
Yeah,
in
it
terms
was
of
an easier
questions
round.
and styles of questions.
Fair to both
all right,
teams.
Look, all right,
Fair to
whoa,
both
whoa, whoa.
teams.
All right, look, it doesn't matter. Look, the point is,
No, I'm gonna say that. Your shit was way easier. Way easier.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get.
I think it's important to point out that a Frenchman was leading that cheer.
Patrick Beja.
Pandering.
Here's my point. I don't want to even really. I'm not worried about that. I mean, first of all, it was an unfortunate coincidence that we got the guy that I can't name a single movie of, and then the other guys got Don Cheadle, who I could have named all the movies. But it's fine. Whatever. Just go flip of the coin.
That was just a bad draw.
Yeah, but at some point we got desperate, and I feel really guilty because I took a big risk that did not pay off.
Oh,
it was very
Brian.
bad.
You made a move that, in a certain light, made you look quite the figure of an Icarus-looking motherfucker. You flew too close on wings of wax.
I did, and I truly regret it. Although with the final tally, it turns out that colossal blunder did not even matter. We got stomped so hard, but at some point, it's like name that tune where it's like you bid up how many things of a list you can name. Like
Yeah.
one was Star Trek movies, how many you can name, and it's like 5. I can name 6. I can name 7. You're like, name that.
This
nerd.
is kind of an overpowered category because if you get it
Yes.
wrong or you like
if you bid
underbid,
7 and then
someone
you
else-
fail at 7,
Yeah.
the other guys get 7
They
points
get all
automatically.
Which is-
we didn't know that. I don't
Which
think.
is supposed to
Yeah,
be
I
a
didn't.
break on how many bids you're willing to go up.
Right.
You have
Well,
to be really
number one,
solid.
I didn't know that.
It was explained in the rules.
I didn't read the rules.
it?
All right.
There were
It was in your
rules?
terms of service, Brian.
That's fine. Sorry,
Oh,
Bill Gates.
shit. That explains it.
But
Nobody
here's the
reads
thing.
that shit.
So the question was how many characters can you name in Orphan Black? And I knew that none of us had seen Orphan Black.
by the way, I have been saying to Brian for 2 years, Orphan Black is great. I watch it all the time. You really should watch
For
it.
2 years, I've said, that sounds great. I'll watch it for next week's Cord Killers. And
yet you've not, right?
Well-
so I'm sitting in the audience,
yeah.
and you very boldly. How many of the Orphan Black clones can you name?
Well, first of all, there were 11 of them, right?
11 clones. 13
Whatever,
clones.
nerds.
Whatever, immaterial, whatever.
Forget
So-
the facts. Let's just let them talk.
Brian thunders in with
Like
5.
I buzz
And
in.
I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. I haven't seen that show.
So here's the thing: is I'm thinking to myself,
And you were cocky.
no. Well, first
You
of all,
had- you had a real cocky
All
look on your face.
Well, I did. That was totally manufactured because my thinking at the time was none of us would watch Orphan Black. They're going to walk away with 3 points. Maybe if I say I saw that there was 13 clones, and I know Tom's bugging my ass about watching this show, so I'm going to make it a little more difficult. And so I go, boop, I'm like 5. And then I just kind of look over like a come at me, bro. Like as if to maybe imply, that's right, I finally did watch all those episodes in the last 5 days.
Knowing that wasn't true.
Yeah. Like I don't do Cord Killers with Brian. And I know that if he had watched Orphan Black, I would have heard about it. Like we talk enough that you would have mentioned it. I'm like, he's bullshitting. And then Tom fucking called him on it.
I bet that I'm looking at the rest of the team who don't look happy. None of them's like, oh yeah, no, I can do more than that.
Ooh,
I'm
what?
like,
And keep in mind, I'm
love
thinking at
Orphan
the
Black.
time that even if he knows I'm bluffing, he may want to get free 6 points, in which case I'm at least pushing him to a higher attempt or whatever.
I'm sitting there going, okay, the clones are Sarah, Rachel, Helena, the one with the dreads, the suburban lady. I don't know their names. And I'm like, he doesn't know their names. And Dills is looking at me like, I know you watch the show. I'm like, no.
That was the move I did not expect. That one broke not in my favor, in which I had to sheepishly turn and say, I fold to the audience.
I love that your worry was they're gonna walk off with 3 points. And your move was, I will give them 5 free points.
At least I gave them a lower number than they might have done on their own. What would you have said? Would you have said 3?
I would have probably could have dug up 4. But when you went 5, I'm like, nah, it's more than I feel.
Oh, dang. Oh, shit. It's probably a smart
Dills is
move.
now just yelling from the back of the room, rubbing in.
He's also taking off his pants and he's whipping his shirt around, eating a
But anyway,
pickle.
we lost, and it was a fair fight.
It was.
was in our
Congratulations
round.
to
Yeah,
the
you guys did well.
unpronounceable name team. Give them a clap.
Thank you.
That is until they run into the almighty force of Team USA. USA.
It's not your team's name.
USA.
Your team is not named USA.
It is now. They've got a name change.
Yeah, I know. We already changed it.
Can you submit
twice.
a name change this late?
Well,
in the
no,
game?
we changed it. It was supposed to be, or we wound up settling on the long con. And it was before that 12-sided diverticulitis.
Now, is that a like Scott was groaning at that?
Well, that's because Scott has diverticulitis.
I don't know what that is. I'm sure.
It's very painful.
It's a painful stomach disease.
Right on.
Too soon.
I don't know, Dills. Maybe we should change our name to Belgium.
Oh.
Now that's too soon.
Man,
On that, France.
that was a real low blow of nonsense. Which is why you need to keep that shit out of your inbox with mail route.
Man,
You know, we don't do ads on this show.
no. Screw ads. In fact,
No.
any program that is sponsored by anyone is a front for the fucking paparazzi. And you shouldn't believe any of them.
If you're a fan of Audible, audiblepodcast.com/sword.
Oh. You can't
We're just
triple
putting that
stamp a
out there.
double stamp.
Sell out.
All right, no, we only talk about our friends.
Damn it. I have mail route. I almost said Audible.
No, we have friends at Mail Route. Why are they friends again?
Because they called us up and said, look, I know that, you got in trouble for being awesome at some other place. And fuck those dudes. We want to give you money because we're your friends. And we're like, that's not appropriate language, Mail Route. And they're like, we don't care. We love you.
Yeah,
we know
we
you
don't
love
fucking
us.
care. You're not my fucking dad.
We said, take your money and stuff it into an envelope and send it to us later. Because we're going to talk about how rad you are, Mail Routes.
Go ahead to mailroute.net/night attack, and you can sign up. You don't get spam in your inbox.
Yeah, man.
How about that?
It's like
It's a
Tim
beautiful
Howard.
fucking
Who
world.
here likes spam?
Hammond.
Screw you, you're out.
No, that's old Edward Spam of the Connecticut Spams.
No, look.
Upstate New York joke.
Belgium, yeah. Look, man, take two. Mailroute.net is freaking rad, and we love them, and we appreciate their support, and they're our friends.
So check them out.
Yeah, or don't.
We have such a live crowd here tonight. We figured we'd play a little game. You guys want to play a game?
No. I'm not good at games.
I think you'll be good.
win.
I think you'll be good at this one because you don't have to really do anything. You sit in judgment of other people.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
That's called winning.
Has anybody here...
Wait. No. Look, they'll know. They'll know from the reaction. As I say, for the first time ever, we are going to do a live version of Don't Get Brody! All right, clearly 5 people knew. There we go. All right, so here's the thing. Well, you explain it.
Here's how you play the game. Everybody has stories. Some of them are better told than others. What we are going to do is challenge you to tell your best story rodeo style. We will count how long your story is interesting. At the point that it loses 2 of the 4 judges' interests, we hit the Brody song, you sit down. The person who has the longest, most interesting story wins the game.
Let me give you some advice right up front. Don't start by talking about anything but your story. Just go.
Yeah.
Literally, your job is to just not bore us as fast as possible. We'll all put our hands up like this, give a little thumbs up, thumbs down action. And I think we may need to donate maybe Veronica's mic. I think yours was the long one. Yeah, actually, Ashley, can you run it out to the crowd? All you have to do to play is hold up a hand, and Ashley will come running out to you, and then we'll see how long you last before.
We are looking for your best, most interesting story ever. Like the one that you would tell at a cocktail party and would get the room laughing.
Yeah, or
Every sentence must move the plot forward.
that's all right.
All right, we have a man.
All right, here we go. We got our first entrance on Don't Get Brody. All right, here we go. What's your name?
Peter.
Peter, go.
So I'm going to a park, and I'm walking around the park. It's a pump house park in Richmond, Virginia. And I'm walking along with 3 friends, and I'm like, holy crap, there's this dog running at me, and it's like, rah, 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 who the fuck are you? And I'm like, I don't know, dog. Who are you? So the dog's like, runs at me, tries to, rah, 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 like, gonna bite me. I'm like, dude, that's sketchy. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. So he's leading me along. I keep following him. He keeps barking. I keep following him.
That's
Dude, no, seriously, how did it end? All right, hey, we need a timekeeper. Somebody pull out.
Here, I got it.
You got it. All right. Oh, he saved the dog's life.
But you'll never find out how.
All right, we got April. April, go.
Okay, brother's friend's at an airport. He's hungry before a flight. Says, oh, I need food. Oh, hey, Chili's. I'm going to have some chili at Chili's. Gets on the plane. Oh, God, I'm really not feeling well. He starts feeling the hot sweats. Oh, God, and things start coming out. People start going, oh, God, and he sees it all around the cabin. By the end of the flight, everyone's just leaving the cabin. This old lady stops looking at him. I know it was you, boy. I seen you lean.
Woo!
Yeah!
22 seconds. That was amazing.
All right, here we go. And also, I feel like we need to start each. Don't start the story until we say as a room. Don't get Brodied.
Okay.
How we begin.
Oh, that's great. That's right.
There we go.
That would
All
be
right,
the
what's your
buzzer to
name,
start.
sir?
Hammond.
All right,
Talking to the
Hammond.
microphone, Hammond.
Hammond.
Where
Okay.
you from, Hammond?
Salt Lake City.
All right, guys. Don't get Brodied.
So this one time I was in LA and I really had to take a dump, so I grabbed a plate.
And then I shit. I realized it was too small. So
All right.
Notice the people in LA liked that story.
Yeah.
I did.
No, the disembodied voice of LA in the back was like, "That's my jam."
All right, we got another entrance for what's your name, bud?
I'm Ben.
Ben, where you from?
From Salt Lake.
Salt Lake City. All right.
Ben from Salt Lake, don't get rowdied.
Okay, nothing was more awkward as a kid than having the sex talk with your dad. My dad would always have it in the den, which is just like, so he said, I'm going to... Always? Well, not sex. The sex talks.
Wait, how many sex talks did he have?
Plenty.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, this is one of them. So he said, we got to meet after lunch in the den, and I knew it was a sex talk. And so we get in there, and he said, we have to talk about masturbation. And I just went silent because it's terrible. He said, what do the kids call it these days? Do they call it jerking it or jacking off? And I don't know. I don't want to answer at all to this. So he said, it's okay. It's normal. It's an okay thing. But sometimes you just need some help. So he's like, I have some stuff.
What? Go.
So he said, sometimes you just need some help, something to help get you along. This helped me when I was a kid. I have a huge collection of this, and he handed me a box, a dusty shoe box. Kind of dusted it off, and he said, I'm going to give this to you. It's yours now. And I opened the box, and inside of it is nothing but hand-drawn Jennifer Aniston porn.
God damn!
No way!
Wow.
Wait. Did your dad draw it?
Man, dude, we just got trolled, man.
How much of that was true?
That was all, well...
Oh!
He has a dad.
No, here, take the mic.
Get on mic.
Sorry, that was all true except up to the point of
the Jennifer
shoebox
Aniston porn.
of...
Dude, what's funny is I was
Jennifer
thinking,
Aniston
like,
porn.
there's no way there's a surprise to this. What's it going to be?
Did he actually ask you what the kids were calling it?
Yes, that was 100% true.
All right, that's fine. Good for you. 1 minute, 18 seconds is our new record. Who wants to take on the champion? Boy, everyone shut the hell up real fast. That's it. Look, you don't have to win. Sometimes you just got to be played with playing. Or we could just end the show.
Yeah, I guess so.
You just mean playing with themselves?
Whatever the kids are calling it. Jacking it, strumming the piccolo.
Shit's on the plate.
No, that
April's
is not
drunk,
what... No, they
ladies
don't
and
call
I've
it
seen
that,
you
April.
lean. I'm going to use that one just randomly when
Wait,
it's not
seriously,
appropriate.
nobody has a story.
Not to follow
At
that
all.
one, apparently.
Dude, you shut the game down right now. What was your name again?
Ben.
Ben from Salt Lake. Let's
City.
give him a round of
Wow.
applause. And Ben is going to win a bottle of Ruinum.
Oh, yeah,
that
one
we were
bottle of
going to get
Ruinum.
for him, yeah.
Wait, hold on. First of all, you didn't win anything. We didn't have a contest. You're a friend of ours, Ben. We were very impressed with their story. And as a gift, we're going to give you the discontinued Ruinum. This is in no way a sale or transfer of anything illegal, bootleg, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Prices lower than $25 are not subject to restrictions or conditions.
Come at me, pigs.
Man, we got a little bit of extra time. What's on your minds, people?
Well, I'll tell you what. Normally, this is where we do Diamond Time. This is where we shout out some projects that people are working on. But I figured maybe we could do some live stuff. If you want something that you want to real quick shout out, just go ahead and line up over there, and we'll throw to you after we.
You know what? This will be
Fart
like
around for a
Shark
little bit.
Tank. Tell us about your projects, and we'll decide whether we'll do Don't Get Brodied Shark Tank edition.
Can I be Mark Cuban?
Yes.
Okay.
I
I don't know why I want to be Mark
Oh yeah, you want the mic? Does anybody have anything they want to plug?
Cuban.
There we go.
there
Yeah.
you go. Get on
come
mic. Get on mic. Ashley, take the mic over to him. Here we go. First of all, everyone clap for Ashley. Doing a great job.
She's got space skulls on her tights.
Oh, wow. Man.
My name is Corey from Pennsylvania. I want to plug my little brother who sat in the front row. I paid for his trip here and didn't save me a seat.
Whoa! What's your, we got, hold on. This is why suddenly we've got Jerry Springer here.
I know, yeah.
I want to talk to little brother. Where's little brother at?
I know.
Get little brother on the mic.
I thought this was Diamond Time, not 25-cent snaps. Petey, put the chair down. Jesus.
Little brother, what's your name?
I'm Grayson.
Why didn't you save your other brother a seat?
Because it was questionable whether he was coming or not.
Oh! Jerry! All right, Jason. Grayson, what do you got to say? Jerry. That's right.
Jerry.
All right, what do you got to say to that?
Like I would miss this show.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
No better.
This got way less interesting. Petey, go ahead. No, Grayson, you've lost your saying things privileges.
What you got, bud?
Okay, first of all, that guy said he wants to plug his little brother.
Good night.
Jerry.
But I have a podcast called The Comic Book Show.
Yeah.
It's about comic books. And
No
it's
way.
At,
Bullshit.
I know, right? And it's at...
I have a show called Daily Tech News Show that's about daily tech news. That's amazing.
That's wild.
Dude, we have a show called Night Attack about assaults.
It's at www.epiccomicshow.com.
Awesome.
All right,
Give a
right
round of applause.
on. Let's hear from him.
And we have one here. Petey, real quick, and then this man over here.
All right. I just wanted to plug my couple of podcasts. I have...
Just one.
Yes, one. No.
Loaded down.
Record Breakers is a fantastic, fun music podcast.
All right, go.
No, it's a fantastically fun music podcast. It's kind of a book club for music. Four of us, we each share music, one album at a time. We get our each other's fun opinions, and it's all.
What's it called?
Record Breakers. RecordBreakersPodcast.com.
Boom. Yeah.
Get a round of applause.
I have business cards.
Dude, by the way, Petey Rave is one of our longest time fans, man. He's been with us for a long time, so we're happy to support him.
And this man right over here.
Quick, what you got?
All right, you guys all been enjoying Nerdtacular today?
Yeah.
Well, it's over. Get out.
Probably in 2 weeks you're like, man, I want to see that again. Well, you can because we've been recording and live streaming everything today. Just wanted to plug the University of Advanced Technology based out of Tempe, Arizona, with a digital video program.
That's legit.
So come watch
These guys are hard workers. These are the guys that made possible the Night Attack Live album because they're the ones who set up the facilities for us to do our highly experimental live stuff last year.
They are absolutely awesome. Let's get a big round of applause for them. And let's get that. And if you would like to have your project shouted out on Diamond Time, go to nightattack.tv/diamondtime or go to our subreddit that is diamondclub.reddit.com.
So one thing we weren't able to do this evening that we usually do is we start off the live show. How many of you guys have never seen Night Attack before? All right, it's
about the same amount of people who have ridden 10 miles on a bike.
It's not bad these days. But we usually start off with a cold open where we take some previously recorded tracks and the amazing, supremely talented Spearmint Nitrate, whoever he is, we send him to this guy. He uses like super high-end pro animation tools and sketches us out as stick figures. That's what this shirt is that I'm wearing right now, right here. This is his animation style.
Which, by the way, are on sale tonight.
Whoa, wait! You can buy that shirt.
You can buy.
Where can you buy that shirt?
Not
it
just
should
this
be
shirt.
right outside.
You can also buy this shirt that Justin Robert Young has on. We've got 8 different color combinations and every size from small up to 5XL.
8 color combinations?
Yeah. So and they'll be right outside.
Rainbow.
However, but here's the thing: we weren't able to start the show off by playing one of those little animations.
Because we don't have a screen, we don't have a projector.
Yeah, right.
But we do have an announcement. We are going to have a very special flavor to our cold opens over the next month and a half.
We pre-recorded late. I guess what was it? Monday night?
Last weekend, yeah. Saturday or Sunday night.
No, Sunday night after we did that show where we got a little musical that turned out really well. We decided that we were suddenly awesome, and we just kept recording, which is a bad idea.
Normally.
Yeah.
But this time it wasn't. We recorded 17 Captain Morgan tracks. If you've never heard the Captain Morgan tracks, it's basically me as Captain Morgan talking to Brian.
Right, and so in this case, now here's the thing. We don't want to actually, I guess we'll preview one of them, one of the ones that we'd like to launch, and I'm sure that you guys will see this as a cold open. So when it happens, hopefully you guys will be like, oh my God, this is so much better animated. But we thought we would give you like a preview, and instead of, to simulate the animation, we thought we would have Tom and Veronica act out, kind of emote the roles as they're spoken.
This is the first we've heard of this.
So maybe if we could get the two of you guys to stand up. Well, first of all, who wants to be Brian? Who wants to be Captain Morgan?
I'm Captain Morgan.
All right, so let's get the two of you guys in front, and I'm gonna hit play, and you just got to kind of roll with it as you picture each of us doing our thing. He already grabbed a beer.
Oh man, beer. Yeah, no, Veronica's bringing props out. This is great.
There you go. All right, here we go, and commence simulation of Ice Cold Open. Here we go. Oops, I missed the play button.
I'm done.
No,
yeah, no, I get it.
What are you done?
Yes.
Why are you done?
This is what you do, Captain Morgan. You come in and
whoa,
something racist.
Casting aspersions.
See, there it is. It's just, I'm done.
You ever
I'm
cast
done.
an aspersion?
No. Wait, what do you mean?
I had a friend of mine named Aspersion.
Was she a virgin?
Maybe.
I was uncomfortable with that look you gave me right before.
I mean, just all of a sudden, you meet a virgin named Aspersion. While you're traversing around all of the various ports.
Did she have a lot of introversion?
Maybe. Her name was Aspersion the Virgin, full of introversion. She went to the sturgeon and said, hello. He said, her name is the captain, and I want to be a man, and we want to sail around to Buffalo. Her name was a Spurgeon. She was an inverted virgin, and she never wanted to meet a man like me. And then we met each other, and we said hello, and then we died in a car wreck.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Merritt and Veronica Belmont.
There we go. And you want to know what? Let's go ahead and keep it going for Nerdtacular!
Thank you so much to the King of Random, Grant Thompson, for giving me one of the deepest scares of my entire life. Check out his channel, The King of Random, on YouTube. Thank you to Tom Belmont and Veronica Merritt. Thank you to Dills for kicking our ass. Thank you to Scott Johnson for having us in Nerdtacular.
Let's hear it for Scott. Let's hear it for Brian Ibbett for rigging the trivia in my favor. Let's hear it for this dude whose dad asked him what jerking off was called. Let's hear it to this guy whose asshole brother did save him a seat.
All right, guys, don't forget, we got T-shirts right outside this door. We're going to come out. We'll sign anything you want. We'll stay as late as you want. We love you guys more than life itself and sex combined. Thank you. Die in a fire, people.
And see you next time.